Hi, I'm Dr. Bertice Berry, and I want to tell you a story. Whenever I hear the word Vermont, I smile. For those of you who are watching from other countries, Vermont is in the northeast part of the United States, and it's not known for having a lot of black folks. I was there giving a lecture at a university, and I got word that my oldest sister Myrna had passed away unexpectedly. Every child should have a Myrna in their life. Myrna was such a light. She was an artist and a photographer at a time that black women were not artists and photographers and paid to do so. She introduced me to all things African. She said Africa is the foundation of all civilization. She wore African clothes and head wraps long before they were popular. Myrna gave me the book Science of the Mind when I was 12, and I was like, I wanted a bike. She gave it to me again in my early 20s when I was in college, in graduate school. I didn't read it until much later, and in it I found a letter from her that spoke to everything I was going through. But by then, Myrna was gone. That day in Vermont, I was on my way to the airport. I was quite a ways from the town where the airport was. On that drive, I saw a sign that was pointing down the road to a place that had an authentic African import shop. And I looked at the woman who was driving me and I said, an authentic African import shop in Vermont? She said, yeah, I've never seen that sign, and the town is quite a ways down the road. If we go, you'll miss your flight. And I said, do you mind taking me? She said, not at all. And I said, let's go. There'll be another flight. So we went. The woman who owned that beautiful, beautiful shop was amazing. And I talked about my sister and her art. I looked at the art around this place, and it reminded me of her. It smelled like her. I bought some small sculptures and a beautiful African caftan. I planned to wear it to Myrna's funeral services. By the time I got to the airport, I had missed my flight. But there was another flight, and by the time I got there, I was in time for that next flight. I took that flight, and then the next flight, and then a rental car, and I drove down to Dover, Delaware, where Myrna had lived. I went to the funeral home, and Myrna was there. And the director said everything is paid for. She's taking care of everything. But the only thing she didn't plan for was what she would wear. We have a program. She planned her funeral. Everything is done. But we didn't know how to dress her. I pulled out that beautiful caftan. My mother began to cry, and she said, that looks just like her. Coronavirus is this crazy pandemic that has taken us down a road of sorrow and suffering and loss that we just did not expect and can't comprehend. And then this dual pandemic of systemic racism that has always been there but was exposed. And then there are all these beautiful journeys that we can take inside of ourselves to find the foundation of our own civilization, the foundation of our own stories, the foundation of our own life, if we just take that journey. Myrna is with me always, in the art in my home, in the clothes that I make, in the books that I read. Love is never lost. The joys of life are never lost. But if we allow them to, they can take us on a journey inside our own self to find the things that we need to get through the now, to get to the future, to find the hope. I haven't thought about that caftan in years. This morning when I was hanging up clothes that I'd made recently and I saw all these caftans, and I realized love is never, ever lost. I love you.